Every morning, he stands before the mirror and chants, "I am happy," 3 times. It is the start of the day for him, and for hundreds of other young people gathered in this company. From the outside, it looks like a rapidly growing, prestigious venture. Firm, the kind of place everyone dreams of joining. But deep inside those shiny glass offices, a gruesome reality unfolds, a modern form of slavery. Monthly overtime exceeds 100 hours, yet the take-home pay remains a fixed entry-level salary. Despite this, the employees continue to work with haunted smiles, choosing to labor until they collapse. Today, we go behind the scenes of the corporate livestock farm, a hell you can't escape once you enter, and the cruel brainwashing training, designed to destroy self-esteem and create submissive cattle for the company. Have you ever wondered why grown adults endure such obvious exploitation? It's not because they are incompetent or lazy. It is because their ability to choose the very thought of escaping is stripped from their brains through a calculated system of psychological imprisonment. The brainwashing begins the moment they join, during the initial training. In a place often called Hell Camp, young recruits have their lives, values and personalities completely rejected. Instructors seize on the smallest words or actions to humiliate them in front of everyone. Your parents failed at raising you. Do you think that kind of weakness works in the real world? You are less than trash, in a locked room, deprived of sleep and food. This systematic character assassination shatters the brain's defensive instincts. This is a state of unlearning. Once the individual is emptied out, the company installs a new operating system, the company philosophy. This is the first stage of corporate breeding. After being thoroughly broken, the instructor suddenly shows kindness. They hug the sobbing employee and whisper, "I was hard on you because I believe in your potential." This violent oscillation between terror and salvation carves the company into the recruit's brain as an object of intense dependency. This is a practical application of Stockholm Syndrome. When the training ends and they are sent to the front lines, what awaits them is an infinite loop of unpaid overtime. Even with 100 hours of overtime, the salary doesn't move a single cent. Under the guise of fixed overtime pay, no matter how much you work, the amount remains the same. Worse, the culture dictates that applying for overtime pay is a betrayal of the company or proof of incompetence. This is where the brain's cognitive dissonance is exploited. When a human faces the contradiction of working this hard for such low pay, the brain can't handle the stress. To soothe the pain, the brain rewrites reality. I'm not working for money. I'm overcoming this ordeal for my own self-growth. If it weren't for this company, someone as incompetent as me would have nowhere to go. Thus, exploitation is transformed into a test given only to the chosen elite. Once this circuit is fixed, employees willingly lock the cage from the inside. What happens to their actual life? It is a total destruction of the individual. First, sleep is stolen. Sleep deprivation impairs the prefrontal cortex, stripping away logical thinking and the ability to make critical judgments. In other words, they lose the capacity to realize how insane the company is. Eating habits collapse. Convenience store meals eaten late at night become their only source of pleasure. The concept of health vanishes. Most cruel of all is the severing of human relationships. Working weekends and late into every night means contact with friends, partners, and family gradually dies out. The only relationships left are with colleagues suffering the same fate. This is exactly what the company wants. By eliminating people with sane perspectives, they trap employees in a cult-like community, ruled by the company's unique laws. Without a point of comparison to the outside world, a boss's scolding becomes the wrath of God, and the company's failure means the end of the world. Why can't they quit, even when they are on the brink of death? The traps of burnout and learned helplessness lie in wait. When the brain is exhausted from long-term overwork, it loses the energy required to change anything. Taking action like job hunting or resigning requires immense willpower. An employee whose willpower tank is empty can only continue to perform their daily tasks with the eyes of a dead fish. Internal award systems and rankings add fuel to the fire. Monthly MVPs, top sales. These are the cheap scraps of validation, tossed to them in place of fair wages. To get them, employees monitor each other and pull each other down. Even without a whip, the cattle push each other forward. It is a perfect management system. Even if an employee collapses, the company doesn't flinch. The hole is simply filled with a new prey. Young, enthusiastic recruits who don't yet know how the world works. See the sparkling recruitment site and walk into the slaughterhouse themselves. This brainwashing, called corporate livestock. Breeding is not a matter of a person's effort or grit. It is an organized criminal technique that preys on the gaps in the human heart. If you have a friend who says they are happy, but their eyes are lifeless, and they work until midnight every day, it might not be a sign of hard work. It might be a sign they are being bred. To wake up from brainwashing, one must physically distance themselves from that environment. But they have already been robbed of the courage to take that first step. Behind the people we mock as corporate drones lie the remains of young people who once had big dreams and worked harder than anyone. The era where sacrificing your life for a company was a virtue is over. Yet brainwashing continues to seek new victims, hiding behind words like rewarding work and personal growth. Rewarding work is the drug. Growth is the chain. Are you sitting at your desk of your own free will? Or have you just been made to think so by an invisible breeder? Before the light in your eyes vanishes completely, do not extinguish the fire of doubt in your heart. It is your only hope. A company will not take responsibility for your life. You are replaceable to them, but your life is irreplaceable to you. The modern tragedy of corporate livestock. Breeding can only be ended by your own courage to run away. Thank you for watching. I hope this story becomes a small exit for someone trembling in a closed room. Until next time.